RIP Spirit Airlines. It doesn't look very good for Spit Airlines today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about their statement. They went bankrupt twice in a year, and it looks like they're done.
Yeah, so they were hoping for a bailout last night. It didn't happen. And so as of early AM, they were shut down, and which is going to strand a lot of people in a lot of places, but other airlines are stepping in to help. So I want to make sure we're going to address that. So if you're looking for what to do, I'm going to tell you what the other airlines are offering so you know what you can do to get yourself, if you're stuck somewhere, how to get back home.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Spirit because we used to be regulars in the Disney parks as influencers. And so we went down all the time. For us, it was basically like a bus trip because we had a small local airport that would make multiple trips to Florida and back every day. And so it was kind of like hopping on the bus. But I got to tell you, it wasn't the most primo experience. Let's put it that way.
That's why it's no frills. But yeah, unfortunately, airports like the one we used to use only had Spirit.
Yeah.
So that might cause some problems for people. If you came from one of those airports that only offered Spirit, you're going to have to probably figure out how you're going to get back a different way, either going to their airport or renting a car or something, because a lot of airlines are stepping in to help, but they're only going to help on routes. They can only take routes they already have that are the same airport Spirit's at. So, major airports are fine because Spirit's located a lot of those and their routes will match. But if you only have an airport that's Spirit only, you're going to have more problems.
So let's talk about all of this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello, and we're both sick, so bear with us.
Welcome to Pennsylvania, where I can't decide if it's summer, spring, winter, whatever, the apocalypse. I don't know. Yeah, so I got to give a shout out to our reefers at more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com. If you want more Clownfish TV, go out to more.clownfishtv.com. We've got some episodes out there you will not find on YouTube. So let's talk about Spit Airlines.
Yeah, so they did shut down after 33 years in business. Now, I kind of understand how this is because my dad used to work for U.S. Air. Do you remember U.S. Air? It went under, but no, he was already gone from there when it went under. But he had worked there, and they're no longer in existence, as far as I know. So, unfortunately, this is going to not only strand people, but it's going to be a real bad day for a lot of people who lost their jobs. These people just boom, hey. We didn't know as of last night if we were going to go to work the next day, and now it's gone to no work today. And people were upset yesterday because flights are being canceled. Well, I saw somebody in a comments on another board saying that they're canceling flights because the crews, like you have flight attendants and pilots and stuff, they take a plane to one location, and when their shift's over, they hop on another plane and come back to where they're from, to their home base. So they're all over the place in a day, and then they go home. They were afraid they wouldn't be able to get home. So they canceled a lot of flights yesterday because the crew members didn't know if they'd even be able to get back. So today, Spirit put out this statement. It is with great disappointment that Spirit Airlines has started winding down its global operations, effective immediately. All flights have been canceled and customer service is no longer available. So
damn, they're just like, boom, we're done. We're done.
Well, they can't have anybody working. While we are not able to help rebook your flight on another airline, we will automatically process refunds for any flights purchased through Spirit with a credit or debit card to your original form of payment. Well, that's law. I think they have to do that because you can dispute it with the credit card company otherwise. We are proud of the impact of our ultra low-cost model on the industry for the last 33 years and had hoped to serve the guests for many more years to come. For more information on the wind-down process, please visit, and they give you their restructuring site. But yeah, they're required to give you your money back if you paid via a credit card.
So my understanding of what the straw that broke the camel's back was the fuel prices.
Yeah, they were already doing bad. They were trying to hold on, but the fuel prices just took it down. Now, unfortunately, what's going to happen now, because Spirit offered low cost, it might have not been the best airline, but they offered low cost fares. It kept other airlines' fares down. Now that there's one less airline, a lot more customers, they're going to say supply and demand, and they're going to jack those prices up.
Yeah.
A lot higher. So if you're planning on going to like Disney or something, because this relates to us, we talk about Disney all the time. you may want to plan for extra money for your tickets on top of everything else. It's getting to the place that can you even afford it? Because even flights are so ridiculous. But anyway, for those of you who got stuck, I have some information that could help you on that. Yeah, the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said, this is from USA Today. Other airlines are stepping in to help get passengers home. Following conversations with the Department of Transportation, America Airlines, United, Delta, JetBlue, Southwest, Allegiant, Frontier, is it Avalo, and Breeze, I have no idea, have all agreed to support impacted Spirit passengers in different ways.
Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Breeze. I'm like, I wouldn't name it Breeze because I'm thinking you're in the plane and you've got like the flip top. Kind of like
I was thinking
Southwest.
JetBlue. Was it JetBlue that had the window go out and the person?
Oh yeah, it's like there's a nice breeze. Can I put my arm out the window, Dad?
Yeah, right. Don't want to do that. So they're here. They're telling you what they're going to do. They're saying that United, Delta, JetBlue, and Southwest are all capping ticket prices for Spirit customers to get flights rebooked. You're going to need to provide your Spirit confirmation number or canceled ticket and proof of payment. Okay. Yeah. So if you're stuck, I'm going to give you some details of where you can go and what you can do. Okay. If you can drive, if you're driving distance and you want to get home, I'd say rent a car because you're probably going to get there faster than dealing with all this and figure out when they can get you out. If you're driving distance, I would just go that route if it was me. It's probably be cheaper too by the time this is done. American is going to offer reduced fares on routes that overlaps with Spirit Airlines. So basically, if your airport you left from had an American Airlines and a Spirit, you can probably fly American. We immediately put rescue fares into place on Spirit routes where American also offers nonstop service. Okay, so nonstop service. American serves 70 of the 72. Okay, it doesn't matter. 67 of their routes has Spirit. We're also reviewing opportunities to add additional capacity, including utilizing larger aircraft and adding flights on critical routes to support as many passengers as possible. So American is doing that. I can't say this is Evelo. I don't even have heard of this one. It's pointing affected customers to ongoing promotion, 75% off of base tickets on select flights using the promo code TRY-EVELO. Tickets purchased by May 13th for travel through November 17th. So they're basically just giving you what you already were going to get anyway. They said they're also matching a status match for Spirit frequent flyers. That's okay. That doesn't really seem like it's helping you much, but okay. Delta is selling reduced ticket fares for 5 days in the U.S. markets where Spirit operated and on Latin American routes where Delta and Spirit competed. So there's a couple of these airlines that are also dealing with people that have to get, back to like Puerto Rico and stuff like that.
Right.
So they're offering reduced non-refundable rescue fares in affected markets over the next 5 days with availability on flights that are close to full to provide more options when space may be limited. The fares are available through normal booking. So you just do a normal booking process to get those. Frontier, they're saying that they're going to offer 50% off of base fares across this network for select flights purchased by May 10th for travel through November 19th. Terms apply. Use code SAVENOW. Then they had a nice little statement about Spirit. Spirit Airlines played an important role for expanding access to affordable travel and bringing more low fares to more people.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Spirit Airlines is the Carnival Cruise Lines of the air.
Pretty much.
It really was. Like there were fights at the airport.
Oh, it was always a video about Spirit somewhere.
People yelling at each other.
United wasn't the greatest either. I mean, as far as like there was big fights, but yeah, there was always like drama around Spirit. But we flew Spirit often, and other than the flight getting delayed a few times, we really didn't have any trouble.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, the plane didn't fall apart or anything.
No. JetBlue is offering $99 one-way fares on routes where it competed with Spirit for travelers who can prove they had a canceled Spirit ticket through May 6th. They're capping basic economy fares at $299 on flights between Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and San Juan, Puerto Rico for new bookings between May 2nd and May 8th for travel through May 8th. So they're doing what they can to get you guys home.
No more big seats. I like my big seats.
Oh, your big seats, yeah. Southwest Airlines is offering capped one-way fares that can be purchased in person at the ticket counters. So Southwest is offering it in person if you can provide proof of canceled ticket, which you should have. The fares will be available for purchase through May 6th on domestic routes where Southwest competed with Spirit. Again, they had to be in the same location. Fares will range from $200 to $400 one-way based on travel distance. That's capped. Southwest? Oh wow. Anyway,
they used to be the cheapest until Spirit, like Southwest.
Well, now that's what I'm saying. Everybody's going to jack their prices up because what you have to remember too, fuel's going up too, so the prices are going to start going up.
So I have to wonder, since we talk about Disney, right? And people are always like, "How is this going to affect Disney?" I know, at least in the case of our local airport, which was near Pittsburgh, it was Latrobe. Say everybody knows it. Arnold Palmer. Daily, they used to take trips to and from Orlando, and
they went to South Carolina, went to several places.
But yeah, but it was like I said, it was basically like a bus. You like an hour and a half, and you were in Florida, right? So those planes were always packed. So there are lots of people from Pennsylvania going down and back every day, and most of the people were going to Disney World because you could see the kids all had their Mickey shirts on.
It was so cute. They were so excited. I loved every minute of it. Okay, United Airlines. United is capping one-way fares on routes where it competed with Spirit again. In order to purchase these fares, customers have to provide their Spirit Airlines confirmation number or proof of flight confirmation. Fare caps are $199 for nonstop flights and $299 for connecting itineraries and economy, and will be available for eligible flights through May 16th. So they're trying to get people out and back home because they figure people took like one way down and they might be in the middle of their vacation and they're like, oh crap, how am I going to get home?
Yeah.
So they're doing what they can.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised, but I really thought somebody would swoop in and buy them up. But I think this is going to hit travel hard. And I think Disney will probably use this as an excuse like, hey, gas prices are too high. Spirit shut down. Oh my God. What are we going to do?
Well, yeah. And I mean, it's going to impact Disney 100%. It's going to impact most places and tourist destinations.
Yeah.
People can't get there because they can't fly. I mean, they can, but it's going to be way more expensive.
Yes. And that's the reason that they were giving that they went down. But I mean, look, I mean, Spirit for what it wasn't bad because I mean there were times we went down and it was like $200 a person or something to go down. I mean,
there and back, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a bus ticket. It wasn't terrible. And then the price started creeping up and creeping up and creeping up. But that's why we used to go down. People were like, "Why'd you live in Pennsylvania and go to Florida?" Like we're there all the time. I'm like, because it didn't really cost us that much to go. It was cheaper than driving.
And, yeah, and for a while there, when we were working with the agencies and stuff around Disney, we got to go for free anyway. But
oh, yeah.
That's why we started doing it, actually.
Yes.
We started doing all this just so we could go to Disney for free, and that was true.
That is actually true.
Kneon was like, why do we keep paying for this shit? That's because we also pay for
no, other people get to go to Disney for free. Why can't we go to Disney for free?
Sounds like a plan. That's exactly what we did. So that's what we did. You make it sound so easy. It wasn't that easy, but that's basically what happened. But yeah, we used to go Spirit all the time. But for those of you that are stuck down there, again, if it's within driving distance, I think I would rent a car and drive. I know it sucks. We've driven back and forth to Florida many, many, many times. It's hours and hours. And then you have to stop and get gas and everything. It's like 18, 19 hours sometimes, traffic and stuff. And it sucks. But, and this happened to me when we went to Florida last time. You and the kids went home ahead, and I was down there with my sister and my nephew. We had to stay longer. So we just took a rental car and came back. And it kind of sucked driving, but it's really not that big of a deal. And until you're going to deal with the headache of trying to get rebooked and then when they can get you back on, because it's going to be a mad dash. If you have days yet till you have to go home, you might be okay because you have time to get it taken care of. But if you need to go home the next day or two, it's probably going to be insane. And you might just be better off booking a car now because I think if you wait, you're not going to get a car at all.
Okay, perfect promotional opportunity or perfect plot point here for the new Home Alone movie where Kevin can't get home to his kid because Spirit Airlines shut down.
That'd be funny.
And then he went...
Suddenly to shut down. It doesn't skip. Airline suddenly shut down overnight, and you're like, oh shit. That actually would be a funny movie.
Yeah,
it's not funny for people dealing with it right now. I feel really bad and I feel bad for people who lost their job. I want to make that very clear. But that would be funny. Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yes.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Again, check out more more.clownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV. We will talk later.
Bye.